Hey, what's up? We have to be able to move on. We have to be able to let go of things, people, most importantly, that we felt wronged us, hurt us in certain ways, um, put us in situations that we can't forget, that we can't recover from, because all it's gonna do is one of the words I just said, which is can't recover. And it puts us in positions to be mentally crippled by situations that's happened that are past tense but we live in our minds daily and cripple us mentally. And I believe with all my heart that the day happens for us and not happens to us. Even more so, that belief grew when when I believe God awakened me 2 years ago in the fall. And I'm saying this to say, understand that the days happen for us, the days doesn't happen to us. Those words are so important because once you start thinking like that, you just thank God if you go through a situation that you're able to get up from, move along from, and understand that things are working in your favor. Especially when, and I'm not saying this is easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to be in a situation and somebody hurt you and you felt like you did nothing to be in that position, or you, from personal experience, are in a dire situation and you felt like the only people who you call your team, whether it's your brother, your sister, a close best friend, or your mom or your father, whatever the situation is for you, and you get a response that you have never gotten before, and you feel devastated and heartbroken in certain ways for whatever situation it is, it's important that you're able to move along and understand it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. The more you stay in the aspect of it's happening to you, the more you're unable to accomplish and be better on from that position that you're in. The best thing to do, I'm not saying the easiest thing to do, the best thing to do is to work your way on to forgiving set individuals, situations, and focus on who you want to be moving forward. Focus on who you're supposed to be moving forward, whether it's things that you had inclinations of, dreams of, or just your dream in general. Especially if you're in a place of struggle, especially if you're in a place of feeling lost, the best thing to do is to move forward. Just move forward in God. If you're somebody that's not biblical and stuff like that, I feel like that's the only way to be. Well, being for God, knowing that you're from God, knowing that He made you perfectly in His image, knowing that you're here with a purpose, you're breathing. If you're watching this and breathing, you have breath that God blew in your lungs. Understand it's for a purpose. You have a big purpose on this earth. So things like over thinking a situation that happened because you were hurt and letting that hurt control your life is all works of the devil. The more you hurt, the more you seek revenge, the more that you just want to show them, is more of you being the instrument of the devil, and more of you moving away from the purpose that you need to be going forward and accomplishing. It's very tough. You have people that have been in very bad situations before that we call trauma, and they hold on to certain things and just can't let go. And they've been holding on for so long with resentment against people, certain individuals that they feel is why they live their life a certain way, that is like a trap. You just live a trap. You just live a hamster wheel, and you're not going nowhere, and you're just in this trap. And that's where the devil wants you, because while staying in that trap, you will never be able to fully exert who you are in this world, fully understand the purpose that you have to move forward and be the person that God made you to be for people in this world, because we're all here to help other people in certain ways. We're all different. Nobody is made the same. That's why it's best to learn from other people. It's good to learn. People that have done it before, even people who are coming on that you felt like haven't done it at a certain level. I always feel like it's important to hear from everybody. I don't understand to the fullest of people saying just listen to people that you wanna that have done something that you want. I get it. Yes, you wanna be a certain thing in the world. You want to be the best real estate agent. You listen to people doing real estate, of course. But as far as just life advice and different aspects of people, I feel like I can get good advice from anybody. You just gotta listen sometime, because I believe Father could speak through anybody to get you to hear something at any time. So that's always important. Obviously, everybody's not saying something important, but give everybody a chance. I guess is the best way to say it. And you never know what you're going to get that's going to resonate with you a certain way. And again, let it go. It's not easy. I know the words just flow so easily. I know it's not going to be easy, but the more you let it go, the more free you feel. And understanding that everything that is happening to you is happening for you. Just a great example. I don't have the Bible open to the verses, but Joseph of the Bible, he had a dream, and one of the things that he did is what any kid would do to their family. Most kids just being genuine, say, "Hey, I had a dream." In this dream, you was bound down to me. You was bound down to me, to his mom, to his father. He said that too, and he said to his brothers, his older brothers, everybody was bound down to me, and they was like, turned off by it. Of course, for one, they already felt like he was favored by their father, Jacob. I believe him. Yep, I'm pretty sure it was. They already felt like he was favored by their father, Jacob. So once he told them that story, they were offended, jealous. So they decided to try to kill him, until one of the brothers was like, "No, let's not kill him. Let's sell him. Let's sell him. Throw him in this ditch right here." Threw him in the ditch, and he got scooped up by travelers and sold into slavery. Now, it sounds so simple. Even when you're reading, it don't sound simple. It sounds crazy, but I'm sure it was even worse than what it sounds in the Bible, because that's not easy to have those things happen. And then think about the heartbreak. But as you read on, it seems like Joseph believed in his dream. And although he went through everything he went through, it's like he had some kind of inkling of understanding that these things are happening for him and not happening to him. And I'm not going to explain the whole story, well, at least not in this video, as I'm just going off my head. But he ended up getting sold to slavery, and ended up being bought by the Pharaoh's peoples, because he ended up in the palace somehow, was liked by the Pharaoh, being seduced by the Pharaoh's wife while he's doing whatever he was doing for the Pharaoh, and having to run away from the Pharaoh's wife because she really was trying to get to him sexually, and ended up being thrown in prison because she accused him of something he didn't do. And many years later, he was able to solve the dreams of two people who were in the jail, and then eventually the Pharaoh, which ended up saving basically the world because of the famine that was to come. And he was in charge of that because the Pharaoh put him in charge because of his wisdom. He went through a lot, but it's like he knew that everything was happening for him and not happening to him. And that's so important. Like I said, if you live like that, you have a better perspective than trying to get revenge, than trying to just live and feeling like, oh, woe is me. And again, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not even easy for somebody like me. I may be easier for me than other people, but we all go through tough times. And tough times is always going to come when we're trying to do better. It's always going to come to try to hinder us from the devil. And we have to overcome that, because we have to overcome who we were while we was going through those tough times, and be stronger, because even when we get stronger, another challenge is going to come. See, we're here to be better. We're here to get stronger, and we're here to serve our purpose. It's nobody saying you're not supposed to live, you're not supposed to get nice things and everything as you elevate, or even where you're at right now. But those are just things. It's just things. Money is important. It helps us. It's one of the main things that we need to live, as far as providing for our families and whatnot. But they all come when we're living the correct way, when we're living in our purpose. All those things, I believe, comes naturally. So again, I think it's very important to understand that the day is happening for us. It's not happening to us. And things that have hurt us, people that have hurt us, that we believe that was there to help, it's all for the betterment of our future. It's all for the betterment of our character, for us to get stronger, for us to be placed where we belong, and to keep growing on our journey to live in our purpose of serving the people that God sent us to serve, so he can be glorified through us. Thank you.